Amal Clooney, yes, George Clooney's wife, the international human rights lawyer, is now at the center of a diplomatic firestorm. And she could be banned from the United States. Why? Because she backed the ICC's arrest warrant for Israel's prime minister, and President Trump isn't having it. And this isn't just about legal ethics. This is about foreign interference, lawfare, and targeting America's closest ally, Israel, during a war. And now that Trump is back in the White House, Amal may be persona non grata on American soil forever. Amal Clooney served on a panel that helped advise the International Criminal Court on the Gaza war. And that panel pushed for arrest warrants. Everybody's heard about them against Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, claiming they were responsible for alleged war crimes during the IDF's operations in Gaza. But Clooney and others didn't stop there. They tried to equate Hamas leadership with the Israeli government, ignoring who actually started the war and who hides behind the civilians and who's actually trying to rescue hostages and not take them. And now that decision may cost her. So back in February, President Trump signed Executive Order 14203, a direct missile at the International Criminal Court and every so-called neutral legal official trying to criminalize Israel for defending itself. We've been seeing this garbage play out since the beginning of the war. And this wasn't a symbolic gesture. This was war, a war on lawfare. Under the order, ICC officials who pursue illegitimate and politically motivated cases against U.S. allies face full-scale sanctions, includes visa bans, frozen bank accounts, asset seizures, and total blacklisting from the U.S. government and economy. An ICC prosecutor, Karim Khan, he's already on the list, but insiders say Amal Clooney is now squarely in Trump's crosshairs. And she served on that advisory panel. She wanted to be a big shot that built the legal framework to charge Netanyahu with war crimes while hostages were still underground and are still underground in Gaza. So let that sink in for a second. And now, with Trump back in office, that legal move has real-world consequences. And Amal Clooney could be denied re-entry to the U.S., where she lives with George Clooney and their kids. That's right. Your Malibu mansion doesn't make you immune to accountability, Habibi. And I want to make it very clear. Stop pretending this is about justice. It's not. This is a full-blown political attack wrapped in legal language designed to discredit the only country in the Middle East fighting Islamic jihad with Western values. Went after Israel's elected leadership and their top military commander as if a sovereign democracy defending its people is the same as Hamas kidnapping, raping, and murdering civilians. I'm done with this. This is warfare. Not with missiles, but with motions. Not with bullets, but with bogus BS arrest warrants. And it's not just Israel that's under attack. It's any nation that refuses to bend the knee to the unelected global elite. And now the White House has flipped the battlefield. And President Trump isn't asking politely. He's drawing a line in the sand. You target our allies, you're going to be treated like a threat. You try and isolate Israel, no problem. We're going to isolate you. You ever wonder why my show even exists? It's not just about breaking news. It's about breaking through lies. And this show is my war room. Every episode is a mission. Every truth bomb we drop pushes back on the darkness. We're under attack, spiritually, culturally, physically. The media lies, the universities indoctrinate, social media silences, but we're still here, fighting, loud, and unapologetic. Now, I'm not backed by a network, no corporate agenda. This show is powered by you, and we've made it this far together. Now, here's how you can help me take it even further. You can donate directly and become part of the core sponsorship team keeping this mission alive. Hit the link in the description. Support packages start at $25. They help keep the lights on in the studio. You can also pick up my deep concealment holster, the same one I designed and trained Keanu Reeves on for the John Wick franchise, because carrying smart is part of the mindset. Also, you can grab a 3-pack of the famous Aaron Cohen Show Merkava Coffee, the only coffee in America strong enough to fuel counterterrorism. This stuff is incredible. Or grab a signed copy of my best-selling memoir, The Story Behind the Story, The Real War, The Brotherhood, The Mission. Either way, every purchase fuels the next operation. Every dollar helps me punch back harder. So if you've ever said, finally, someone said it, now's your moment to join the fight. Click the link down below, sponsor the mission, grab yourself a coffee, a holster, an autographed copy of my memoir, or join my support team and let's lock shields and keep pushing forward, because never again means now. Support the Aaron Cohen Show. Appreciate you guys. And here's the best part. It's working. The UK is panicking. Their foreign office is warning lawyers like Clooney, stay away from the case, or you could lose your passport to the West. And in today's world, truth isn't optional, and neither is loyalty to our allies. So I want to give some final thoughts here. Amal Clooney didn't just advise the court. Let me make that clear. She joined an information war designed to target and kneecap Israel mid-conflict and to create moral equivalence between Israeli soldiers and Islamic death squads. And now that Trump is back, this kind of international lawfare has consequences. And she tried to define justice in a world where Israel gets punished for surviving and defending itself. And the President of the United States just told her, not on my watch. And this is what fighting back looks like. And let's not forget, Amal Clooney had nothing to say when Jewish babies were slaughtered on October 7th and Israeli women were raped. Nothing. But now she wants the world to believe that the response to those massacres is a war crime? This is war. You don't cross our border and not get eliminated. I'm going to keep an eye on this as it continues to open up. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys are a fan of the show, hit the link down in the description. You can support by joining my sponsorship team or grabbing my deep concealment holster, a signed copy of my memoir, or a 3-pack of Merkava Coffee. All of it helps keep the lights on in the studio and allows me to continue to combat that garbage anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda that's festering out there, and allows me to keep bringing you non-filtered expertise and analysis of the Mideast, counterterrorism, and national security. I'm Aaron Cohen. You're watching The Aaron Cohen Show, and I will catch you guys on the next one.